Okay, good afternoon, all of you. So, in continuation with today's morning lecture, we will start the discussion on the next component or element of EDM machine tool. Okay, morning we have discussed that this power supply unit. Then we have discussed this dielectric system also. Okay, now again I have given the explanation of what this method for dielectric flushing. Okay, now we'll start with the this electrodes. Okay, okay. Now electrode, as we know that the our tool as well as our workpiece. Okay, so both are the electrical conductive materials. Okay, so we are calling tool as a electrode here. So the first question arises here is that what are the desired properties are required for this electrode metal? Okay, so here in this slide I have given the different properties which are required for the electrode metal. Okay, so the electrode metal first property is that it should be easily machinable. Okay, it should be easily machinable. Again, it should be soft metal. Soft metal, as we know, that can be easily machined. Okay, so it should have again a low wear rate, then good conductor of electricity and the heat. Again, it should be cheap and it should be readily available. Okay, so these are the different desirable properties of the tool metals. Okay, tool metals means our electrode. Correct. So different electrodes are actually used in ADM process. So in that material, whatever they used, no. So here I would like to give the example like graphite material. You can use copper, brass, copper tungsten, cast aluminum, then copper boron and silicon tungsten. So these are the different materials which you can use as the electrode in this ADM process. Okay. Again, as we know that graphite is it is easily machinable using this process, and it has low wear rate. It has high conductivity, but what is the main problem of this graphite is that although it has a low wear tool wear rate, but at high surface finish and high material rate. Okay, but brittleness is a undesirable property of this brittle metal, because of which because of that brittleness it is prone to break. Okay, breakage, because sometimes it breaks. So it is a very brittle metal. Okay, graphite metal, so with a very small force also it can break. So this is a limitation about the graphite. So that is main problem of using this graphite is there. Okay, then we have the another material that copper material. Electro material you can use as a copper material, as because it has highly stable and relatively low wear rate is there. Again, we have the copper tungsten, yeah, having a low wear rate, although it is expensive, but cannot be easily shaped. That is a problem or limitation. Okay, other thing are there cast aluminum. Okay, so and boron, that copper boron is there, and the silicon silver tungsten. So these are the different materials. Okay, again, out of these copper and graphite, based on this all whatever tool metal are there, no. So copper and graphite are mostly commonly used electrode metals because of their easily machinability. They because graphite electrode with finer grains, okay, it gives a result in low tool wear rate. Okay, and it gives a better surface finish and higher metal removal. Okay, so copper and graphite, so these two commonly used electrode materials are there, so keep in mind this point. Okay, and the next one is that electrode shape degeneration. Okay, so as due to the unequal degeneration, so because of suppose in that again you have taken a cylinder tool. Okay, for example, so that corner of the tool actually your relative field intensity will be more. Okay, at corner, so this corner portion will be there, no. So radial or means radial radius formation will be there at the corner. So this degeneration will be there at the corner point only. Okay, so due to unequal degeneration of the geometric form of the tool, again a deterioration in the electrode shape can't be compensated by overfeeding that roughing the electrode. Okay, so that a deterioration of the electrode shape cannot be compensated by overfeeding the roughing tool. Okay, suppose this tool wear, okay, you can see here also. Okay, suppose a tool wear is there. Okay, so that whatever the portion or whatever this tool wear is there, no, cannot be compensated by overfeeding the roughing tool. Okay, you can see the tool wear in this diagram I have shown. So that cannot be compensated by overfeeding the that roughing tool. Okay, roughing electrode. So we need a very high finishing allowance in that case. So tool wear quantified by the wear ratio normally. So it is the that wear ratio. It is normally a ratio of volume of the tool metal removed by a volume of workpiece material removed during the same period. Okay, so electrode wear is a more, you can see at a corner or edge of this. Okay, means the electrode. So wear ratio, again that wear ratio you can maintain in between 0.05 to 1 as to 100 as to 1. Okay, where ratio may vary in the range of this 0.05 as to 1 to 100 as to 1. And another operation is the uh, trimping. Okay, so in a drilling operation, enter volume of material is removed as one. Suppose this kind of material is removed to here, you can see. So this kind of operation in this operation material is removed is there. So we can use a kind of tool instead of using the tool volume is there, no. So you can use the tool. So that time, so this what are the portion will be removed from the workpiece, no. So now that tool volume of material, so that can be removed in that case. So whatever that operation will be there, no, whatever the material is removed, so that is called the tempering operation. Okay, now here in this the next point is that the tool wear. Okay, now tool wear in this EDM process, so there are different kinds of wear. So you can see I have shown here. Okay, this is a tool. This is your tool. This is your tool. Okay, and you can see at the corner we have the different wear. So this is a corner wear, you can see this is a corner wear. There is a end wear also. Here you can see this is a end wear. Then we have the side wear. Okay, okay, so length is shortened. So this is the this kind of shape actually it is generated. Okay, okay, during the operation or during the machining. So using this here enormous tool you will get, and this kind of enormous holes to be to be made into the workpiece surface. Okay, so you can see what are the shape of the cavity you will get using this shape, no? Okay, so depend on the wear at side or the corner or end. So we have the different ratios, wear ratio, corner wear. You can see your machinery depth divided by, if you take the corner wear, then you will get the corner wear ratio. Likewise, you will get the side wear ratio, end wear ratio, and volume wear ratio also. In that volume ratio, you can take the ratio of volume of the workpiece removed divided by the volume of the electrode consumed. Okay, so these are different tool wears are there. Okay, that we should know. Okay, okay, then let us move for the next element, that is a servo system. Okay, so this is a servo system, as we have seen in this diagram also, the setup diagram. Okay, here you can check servo system, correct. So this is another component of EDM system. So normally this servo system, it is used to maintain the predetermined gap between your tool and workpiece. Okay, as we know, there is a gap voltage sensor in that feed servo system. Okay, there is a gap voltage sensor in a power supply, which sends a signal to the servo system, and as soon as it senses the gap between the electrode has been bridged by some electric conductive material, no? So that time a signal will be sent to the servo system to reverse its direction. Okay, so servo system will keep the tool reciprocating towards the tool surface, so that this whatever the debris materials or the debris particles are there, no, can be flushed out, and with the direct fluid, and it clears out the clear it of the electric conductive material also. So a requirement of the servo system are sensitivity for a small movement, and enough power to the work on the weight of the your ram or the electrode, and the to flushing the force. So that is the requirement. So that is a servo system. Here I have shown the requirement. Now the another uh, subcomponent of the servo system is that the electrode refreading. Okay, now electrode refreading is required to accurately machine the machining the reducer length. Okay, and that must be compensated, because if you supply continuously tool, okay, towards the workpiece, then after that sparking each and every some small metal all in small quantities, so some metal will be removed from the your tool surface also, correct. So to compensate that machinery or reducer length, we need to go for the refreading, or we have to give the new tool material, okay, that length. So there is a tool where will be there, okay, in this EDM process, as we know, and to compensate that tool where we need to go for the accurate machining. Okay, for accurate machining we need to go for the compensating or the repeating. So whatever the reduced length of the tool is, so that can be compensated. Otherwise what happen, length of each successive hole to be drilled will be shortened than the desired one. Okay, I repeat, if you will not feed the or tool, then what happen, due to the tool wear, your length will be reduced. Okay, so whatever reduced length of the tool is there now, so that can be compensated. Otherwise length of each successive hole to be drilled in the workpiece, no, so will be shortened than the your desired one. So in electrode refeeding the tool after drilling each hole is brought back, it is necessary. So in that again, that after each hole, uh, your electrode refeeding tool after drilling a hole is brought back every time to the your reference point. Okay, wherever from the depth of drilling is measured. Okay, so every time you have to bring your tool at one ideal line where you have measured your standard length. Okay, at a reference point, and then you can start once again the drilling. So there is a reference point will be there. So after every drilling, we have to move to the tool towards the reference point, and you have to check how much length of the tool is actually reduced. Okay, so if there is a tool wear rate is there, then tool wear rate is there in subsequent machining. As when you're using the same tool, you will see the smaller depth of cut will be produced, so reduction will happen. Okay, and to compensate whatever tool length is there, no, so that compensation is required. So for that actual, you have to bring the tool into the reference point, and you have to check how much the distance of the tool is actually reduced. So you have to move the that extra portion into the your workpiece, okay, using the tool, so that this extra dimension of the tool workpiece may be machined. So sometimes you can use the CNC EDM also, okay, where you can move your tool or you can refread it. Okay, so please keep in mind this point also. Okay, electrode refreading. So these are the all the elements. Now let us move for the next point, that is process parameters. Now I request all of you, please draw this diagram, Buster. This is also important because this diagram you will not get in any book. This diagram I have taken from the one of the NPTEL course. Okay, you will get in that NPTEL course. So EDM process parameter. So I request all of you, please write down this. Now let us discuss this process parameter. So there are different process parameters for this EDM process. Okay, there are different process parameters for this EDM process. So here I have mentioned some process parameters. You can see this is a fishbone diagram of this EDM process parameters. Okay, so first parameter is that dielectric fluid. Okay, this is the first one parameter, dielectric fluid. Okay, so this dielectric fluid in that again oxidation stability, then flash point, dielectric strength, viscosity. So these parameters also affect the performance, okay, of your EDM process, and that performance of EDM you can evaluate using these parameters. You can see machining rate, dimension accuracy, surface integrity. So through this, machining rate means your material removal rate, okay, dimension accuracy, and the surface finish will be there. So whatever these process parameters are there, so that will affect on this your performance. Okay, so in the dielectric you should know the different parameters. Okay, then we have the some machining parameters like voltage, you can see current, frequency, spark gap, then that cycle, duty cycle. Okay, okay, in that again inter electrode gap is there, inter electrode gap. So this actually duty time is a one cycle by pulse time. Okay, duty cycle is a one time by pulse time. So these are the machining parameters like a current, voltage, frequency of current, interrelated gap, and spark gap, and duty cycle. These are the machining parameters. Then we have the tool material. Okay, so in that tool material, machinability, melting point of this tool material, wear rate of the this tool material, electrical conductivity of the tool material, the thermal conductivity of this tool material are also parameters of this iridium process which will affect the performance of iridium. Okay, now how to evaluate the performance? That means what are the outputs are there? So outputs for this iridium process are the material removal rate, that is also we can call machining rate. Then we have the machining accuracy and the surface integrity. So these are the different output parameters for this EDM process. So you can see effect of current and spark frequency on other. Okay, how it will affect the parameter. Okay, so in advanced machining process by Vikajan book, you will get the different case studies. Okay, because that author has gone for the literature survey, and through that literature survey he has drawn some graphs. Okay, graph related to the effect of process parameters. Okay, that you can do. Okay, case studies. Okay, that means the effect of current and the spark frequency on material removal rate, that you can check. Okay, So here I request all of you. So please, uh, once you, please try to go through the that book Advanced Machining by VK Jain. Okay, so that you will get the more knowledge about this subject. Okay, again, if you want to go for any research related to the advanced machining, you can please refer this book, Advanced Machining Process. Okay, so that you through that book you will get the more knowledge. Okay, because as we know that, or you also know that in our syllabus we have some limitation, only some points are there, but to go for the research or to go for more knowledge of this subject, we have to read some textbook as well as some reference book. Okay, so why I'm recommending that Vikajan book, because in the Vikajan book he has gone for the different review, that means he has studied different research paper, and through by reading or through the study of the different research paper, he has written that book. Okay, so related to effect of process parameter on the performance of this EDM, in that book you will get the different graphs. Okay, that means how your that current frequency or the spark gap or the uh, that on off time pulse time, how it affects your machining rate of the accuracy, that he has explained. Okay, and you will get the different graph also. Okay, again, that is depend on your tool rate, that tool material as well as workpiece material, how we are going to you the dial fluid. Okay, that method. So all the parameters will definitely affect the performance. Okay, so for more information you can go through that. Okay, again, there is one you will get the more one point that is related to how your dielectric fluid contaminant, that means you can call dielectric pollution, how it affect the performance, that also you will get in that book. Okay, now let us discuss the characteristics. Okay, so process characteristics I have given here. So as we know that EDM process is employed for machining any electrical conductive metal, irrespective of its hardness. So hardness does not matter in this process, because electrical energy in its direct form it is used in this process. So any kind of material, whether it is very hard or it is not, it does not matter for the machining using this process. Okay, any kind of metal can be machined by this process, so it does not depend on the hardness of your metal. Okay, and other mechanical and physical property of this metal, so no need to consider that. Okay, or there is no restriction about the any physical or mechanical properties of the your metal. Okay, here it's the requirement is that your tool as well as workpiece should be electrical conductive metal. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this process can perform different kinds of operation. Okay, like drilling, slotting, multiple hole drilling, etc. So it gives it gives or it performs different operations. Okay, which are I have mentioned here. Again, the process characteristics is that it gives high degree of repeatability. Okay, it gives high degree of repeatability and high accuracy. That is, you will get the plus minus point not 25 to plus minus point 1 to 5, this much of repeatability you will get, and that accuracy can be achieved. Okay, and with tolerance like plus minus uh, plus minus 25 2.5 micron tolerance. Again, taper point not 5 to point not 5 mm per centimeter. Okay, again surface finish you will get point 0.8 to 3.1 micron. Okay, so that much surface finish you can achieve by this EDM process. Okay, again, depending upon the value of machining parameters, uh, the performance will improve. Okay, so this value will change depending on the value of the machining parameters. Okay, then aspect ratio. Here I have given the aspect ratio. Okay. Now talking about the aspect ratio means the length of the hole to the, it is the ratio of length of the hole to the diameter of the hole. Okay, and that aspect ratio are as much as 100 as to 1, okay, during drilling of a small holes, okay, that can be achieved in a spatial flushing of the gap. Okay, again, surface finish. So surface finish, mainly it is governed by the pulse frequency and energy per spark. Okay, so application of higher discharge energy, it results in deeper heat affected zone, okay, and a deeper crack. So if we you increase the discharge energy, then your heat affected zone will be increased, and it will generate deeper cracks into your workpiece surface. So material removal rate is achieved normally. In this case, material removed achieved is quite low in case of EDM process, and it is ranges in between zero point 0.1 to 10 micron uh, cube per second, or sorry, per minute. Okay, cube per minute. Okay, so EDM surface you can see here. I can see, I can give the example. Okay, so you will get the different layers. Now again, you can see in the slide, so actually there are three means, okay, in during the EDM process, three kinds, different kinds of layer you will get, okay, during the EDM process. Okay, you can see on the microscope. Then you will get the three zones. Okay, the first one will be the recasted layer. Now whatever I am explaining this now, so this is over and above, that means actually in detail no need to go, but just for your knowledge purpose I am explaining this. You can just see. So there are the three uh, layers. Okay, one is the recast layer, then heat affected zone will be there, and converted layer. Okay, so first one is the recast layer. So whatever the molten material is there, no, so molten material and vaporized material is there. So what happened when spark occur, no, so then their pressure will be very high, maybe around 200 uh, atmosphere pressure. Okay, so that much pressure is generated. So this molten metal cannot be flushed out. Okay, but at when this spark or disappear, you know, so that time pressure actually release. Okay, immediately that pressure release that time. Yes. Then actually no need to discuss this point. Okay, because this is related. Okay, let's skip. Now we'll discuss the last part of this process. Okay, so there are different applications of this EDM process. Okay, so you can see EDM process can be employed to machine any kind of material. Okay, like tough material, hard material, brittle or exotic materials. Okay, provided that the material it should have some minimum electrical conductivity. Okay, again, this EDM process it is used for making through cavities and the miniaturized holes and the orifices. Okay, say up to 50 micron holes cavities can be produced using this EDM machine. Again, you can use this EDM process for the making of the components for plastic injection molding machine. Okay, components for plastic injection molding machine. Again, EDM can be used for making dies, okay, which is required or which are required for molding, casting, forging, stamping, coining, forming. So for all these machining we require dies. So to for making such dies you can use EDM process. Also to make dies for extrusion or wire drawing, etc., uh, which required through cavity holes, no? So there also you can use the EDM process. Again, in case of making of intricate shaped dies, okay, the machining time has come down to the 50% or less, okay, using the EDM process. Again again whatever the EDM machine dies are there now, so they all dies are free of burrs. okay, and have higher life as compared to the dyes which are made by the using conventional methods. Okay, again, matte finish can be obtained using this EDM, and you can minimize the polishing time which is required. Okay, so you can minimize this polishing time required. Again, you can use this EDM process for removal of the broken tapes, drills, stairs, reamers, and pin, etc. Then this process it can be used to produce complicated shapes. Okay, and the most important is that in EDM, no mechanic force is required. Okay, uh, as it is required or acts as in conventional machining. So hence this EDM process can be employed to machine thin and fragile components also. Okay, and fragile features also like micro-sized slots. Okay, without damage you can produce using this EDM process. So these are the different applications are there. So I think here I have covered all the points regarding EDM. Okay, in detail we have discussed the EDM. Okay, actually this EDM has a huge scope for in research as well as in industry also, because everywhere now this process is used. Okay, so I request all of you beyond the syllabus, please go through this process also. Now I request all of you. I will give 2 minutes to write this application. Okay. So all of you, please write your applications. Write this application. All of you, please write on the application. In the next lecture, we'll start the another electric discharge machine, that is wire cut EDM process. Okay. As we know that the wire cut EDM process is a part of this EDM process, because yesterday I have shown that how this you'll get here. One minute. Here how this EDM process is divided into different idioms, okay, by their operation. So if you want to go for syncing, then we have a syncing by idiom, cutting by idiom, grinding by idiom. So in that whatever we have studied now, so it belongs to this die syncing by idiom. Okay, if you want to go for the drilling, then you have another process, that is electric discharge drilling. Okay, EDD. Okay, which is not in our syllabus, but you will get in advanced machining book. Okay, and again, that if you want to go for grinding using this process, then you will have that electric discharge grinding also, EDD. Yeah, so EDG. Okay, and cutting by EDM with a wire. So that process normally it is called wire cut EDM. Cutting by EDM, same principle will be there, but instead of that electrode, we have to use the wire. That's it. Okay, and if you use the wire no as a electrode, you have to use a wire. Okay, then wire cut or wire EDM process is called. That process in detail we will discuss in the next lecture. Now, if you have written all the applications, then I request all of you, please write down your roll number in the chat box so that I can write your attendance. Okay, all of you, you can write Those who already written your roll number, no need to write once again. Those who have not written your roll number, please write down once again. And if you have written your roll number, then you can leave this meeting. No problem. Okay, you can leave. Thank you.